Well, welcome to Africa at Play, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Prudence.
Good evening, listeners and everybody. It's good to be back, and it's actually good to see Africa expanding. I didn't actually know that there is a radio station that's specifically
now you know actually.
That's good to know.
All right, and for our listeners not knowing who is Asi and Peace, if you could just introduce yourself to our listeners.
All right, so Asi, just a humble guy, MMA fighter.
Okay.
I'm currently signed with the PFL, which is the Professional Fighters League, and I'm having my second fight with them on the 10th of April. I'll be fighting a guy by the name of Shannon Van Tonder. He's pretty capable, but I'm excited for this matchup.
All right.
Peace, ex Nguphane here. Originally born from Potchefstroom, moved to Springs and training out of House of Tinkerbell. Started mixed martial arts rather at the age of 24. The reasons being not knowing what to do, where to go. Now I know sometimes your mistakes can lead you to your blessings, and me fighting today is one of those blessings. It came out of nowhere. I didn't know what to do with my life, where to go, and I started fighting, and man, here we are, about to make my debut at the biggest promotion in the African continent, PFL, against a worthy opponent who is last year's champion. So I'm excited, fully prepared, can't wait.
Alrighty. And Peace, just to stick with you, I mean, like you've just mentioned that you didn't know what you had to do with your life and sort of. So that love for the sport, how did it come about?
Well, prior to making the decision of to fight was I used to be a fan. So I just used to watch fights and just not even thinking of doing it, but just like watching it and enjoying it. And one day I was in the kitchen. It's been a year of sitting down and not doing anything. I just dropped out of college after a year and a half, and I've only attended like 3 months of that year and a half.
All right, Peace, just to stop you, if you can just move closer and be high, don't be afraid. Okay.
Got you.
Okay, if you can continue.
And where was I? Yeah, and dropped out of school.
Yes.
And I started to fight. And around March 24 years old, 2016, I think. And my mom asked me, dude, it's been a year, you've been sitting down. We need to find something.
Yeah.
We have a construction business at home for us, and then be just a normal gent. Or now you don't want school, you just dropped out of school. So now go get any government job, like be a cop, be a traffic officer, be a soldier, go get that job. At least you don't need rather to study for that long, and I just couldn't, and I just like, okay, then I'll fight, because it was at the top of my head and was something I just loved to watch, and that's how we started. And they gave me a year, and a year later turned into nine years, close to 10 years now.
Alrighty. I see. Same question applies to you. The love for the sport, and how did it come about?
Mine was quite a bad one, if I could say.
A bad one. Okay.
Well, not completely bad, but it started off. I was never a troublemaker. But the friends that I kept, we sometimes would get into bad things, and we would have to defend ourselves a lot. And I quite enjoyed it. At one stage I was the guy that if you're in trouble you call, and
bullfighter
basically.
Yeah, bro.
So I was that guy, always quiet, always minding his own, but when time comes to put out my first, then I'd be at the front of the line, But obviously, man, I was a kid then, early high school type of early tertiary as well. And you sort of grow out of that as you grow up. So it started seeing this isn't good. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna get into serious trouble or gonna get hurt eventually. So I looked around, eventually found a MMA club not so far from, a Taekwondo club actually, not so far from home. This was 2014.
Oh.
And I started with Taekwondo, did a lot of kicks and whatnot.
Okay.
And then that's when I met my head coach currently, which is Nico Mutapo. And we've been together since 2014 basically. Now we're here in the PFL. So I chucked that life away. I don't get into fights anymore on the streets. I only fight
professionally.
That's
rather get paid for it.
Rather get paid for it, you understand?
Alrighty, so, take me to, from the love of the sports, and who actually influenced you to be the person that you are at this stage?
I think it's my future self.
Oh.
Yeah, my future self is the guy that motivated me. But that's a very basic and naive answer. What I would say is I would give props to 3 people: John Hagee, T.D. Jakes, and Les Brown. So I was listening to those 3 gentlemen for straight probably 5 years, with just focusing on how is it that other people can and do and make, but other people can't. And it was just a matter of belief, mindset, and having a goal of which I didn't have. So I was wandering everywhere. I was just in circles. So I would give props to those 3 gentlemen, and that's on this world. Spiritual wise, mental wise, I would obviously, the Bible is the greatest book ever written. Accepting Jesus was the ultimate, and above all else, that's what motivated me. And obviously the vision he gave me to seeing me and my future self was also part of it, into pulling me in. Now we here.
You're here,
and now we here.
Well, with me, it was my vice principal actually.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I had a bit of a rough one.
Yeah.
There's a statement he made this one time where I was in trouble, and he told me that with the kind of attitude I have, I'm not going anywhere in life.
My goodness.
Yeah, and I didn't think of it. I didn't take it in a good way. I thought negative about it, but in actual fact, he was giving me very wise advice, And it took me a long time to get away from it. I always hated the guy. I'm like, how could you say that to me, But as you grow up, you start thinking about it, and you're like, no, actually, this guy had something really profound to say,
You may not understand now, but later
you'll understand later on.
Yeah.
And my mom's as well. She's a prayer warrior. I love that woman to bits. She motivated me. She pushed me into the right direction. Prayed for me. Always gave me a spanking now and again.
Seems like you're the naughty one.
I'm not actually. I'm really quite guy. A softy even.
Yeah.
But I just had a bit of a rough one now and again.
Alrighty. So, please just take me through the preparations now on you, training yourself mentally in wanting, to be a professional fighter. How was that process, as well as in terms of the support that you have into your surroundings?
Like I said, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want a job, but I had to do something.
Yeah.
So nobody was with me because parents and family want you to go to school, but now you don't want to go to school. So now you've been at school only to find out you haven't been going to school. So now you and the bad side, that's set already. You are the bad kid already. Now you come home and you still don't know what to do. So it's like, okay, we gave you a way out, we gave you a school, you didn't take it. You went there and then you basically BS'd us. So now you came back, now you still don't know what to do. We ask you, what do you want to do? You still don't know what to do. So now everybody's totally against you. So I had nobody but I had an ounce I just gave. I have a dream and I wanted to fight because I had nothing. So I had that statement, and I knew I had to fulfill that statement. And to fulfill it, I had to train, figure out the way how to get to a gym, because that's, first of all, man, honestly, in Potchefstroom, I'm from Ikageng. It's a Kasi. We don't know any fighters, we don't know any boxers, we don't know any professionals. We only know the basic. I mean, a black kid, a young boy, the first gift you give them is a soccer ball. So you grew up playing soccer, what everybody plays. You grew up playing the basic sport that everybody plays. I tried rugby at grade 9 at some point, but I realized then why people do stuff that, why people really do stuff, because it matters. And being hit like that for that ball didn't matter to me. So it took a lot because there was nobody. But like I said, the greatest book ever written, I just had to stick to the book. I knew the principles and the basics of the book was to stick to the word, study the word, meditate on it day and night. And eventually it will come to pass. And that's all that it took. It's obviously harder than it sounds, but man, if you really want it and you really want to get out of what it is that you are into, you will get out of it.
Coming to you, Asi, just tell us, like I've mentioned to Peace, tell us more in terms of the preparation in becoming a professional fighter, in terms of your physique. How did you know what, I'm actually ready to fight?
Yeah, it's you grow into it. I think you grow into yourself. Obviously, when you start off, when I started off in 2014, I really wasn't as capable as I am right now. But with training and over the years, you grow into it. You build a bit of power. You learn some techniques, obviously, and the mindset also changes as well during that period. I mean, you're able to take more punishment. You're able to give more. The discipline also comes into play now. When I started, I think I was training like 4 days a week, an hour a day, and now I'm training 2 sessions a day. I still have my 9 to 5, and in all, I think I have 5-6 hours of training in a day. So you slowly grow into it. I mean, you can't just start with 2 sessions, 5-6 hours a day, and the 9 to 5. It will be hard for a new person to do that. But as you grow, you know what's at stake. You know what's at stake. I mean, even the guys that we are fighting at our level, they can pretty much hurt you if you don't train right. You know, if you miss days or miss training. You can get injured really bad. Not that it wouldn't happen if you do train, but slowly but surely you grow into that mindset, into that body, into that physique. So
just tell us on your feeling now in terms of now competing into home soil, and also what's your strategy into your component, and who will you be going up against?
So I'll be going against Shannon van Tonder, who I believe is actually his teammate.
Really?
They're teammates. I'm sitting with the enemy.
Really?
Just kidding.
But you guys are partners.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm fighting his teammate. And I know he's a grappling specialist. The guy I'm fighting is a grappling specialist. So he's... he'll choke you out, that guy. He'll break something, he'll take your arm and take it home.
Really? So you've studied his tactics as well?
Yeah, but he's also a guy that I've known since like amateur levels. I mean, the circuit is really small in South Africa, so everybody knows everyone. So we never fought, we were never scheduled to fight, but I've seen him fight, he's seen me fight, and we knew that we were going to cross paths eventually. I'm just glad it's at the biggest stage in Africa, you know. But yeah, I'm preparing everything. You know, it's mixed martial arts at the end of the day. Being a grappler doesn't mean I must just go prepare for grappling. You know, I must prepare everything, every aspect of the game. Make sure that if he decides to stand and decides to be a boxer that day, then I'm ready for that. You know, if he decides he's gonna do Muay Thai that day, then I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
If he decides to wrestle, then I must be ready for that as well.
Sure.
You know, it's mixed martial arts, anything goes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you, Peace? Who are you going up against, and what's your strategy? And
Man.
also your feeling in competing in home soil?
Mine is I'm not looking down at anybody's fights, but mine is a bit gives you a little bit of butterflies and a little bit of nerves in his belly. So I'm fighting up against last year's welterweight champion,
Sure.
Yabnan Jala. I think originally he's from not Congo, Cameroon, somewhere there. Originally he's from there, but he trains out of Brazil. Tough guy, strong, big. Well, he's a champion, so he is deserving. And I'm just a guy making the debut. I've been fighting locally in other promotion called the EFC. I just signed over to PFL, so this is my first PFL fight. It's my first PFL fight. It's my first fight with like an actual crowd. So this guy's a veteran. He's been doing it. He's just going in there like it's a normal day for him. I'm still new there. I'm still trying to get my feet wet, dry, and yeah, man. But I'm excited. I know I'm not here by chance. I'm here because I worked for it.
Sure.
I'm here because I'm deserving to be here, and I take real pride in the fact that my debut is against last year's champ. I take real pride in that. Is that these guys they two ways. You can say these guys are just throwing me to the deep waters with wolves, or these guys, they just look at you and they see you at that level already. So how you look at it, it's up to you. But
Sure.
how I look at it, there's an opportunity to make my name and upset a few African people and get them Zanzis to stand up, man.
Sure.
And get Potchefstroom standing up and put it on the map, and yeah, go. My prayer has always been, if it does not bring any glory to the kingdom, let me not do it at all. So if it's something that I'm doing, that means I know for a fact that it will bring a few hearts.
Sure.
So I'm good.
Yeah. And I see you actually mentioned that this industry is quite small. In terms of that, what implementations do you think it can be done for this sport to actually grow within South Africa? Not only in South Africa, but also in the African continent.
What implementations?
Yes, in terms of probably if there is such thing as leagues, you know, should there be more leagues, more tournaments, or more competitions in such genres?
No, I think it's quite small, like I said, but
Yeah.
I think the people on the floor are doing all the right things, to be honest.
Sure.
I think at one stage it was the fastest growing sport in the country, or in the continent even. So everything is being done. Everyone is doing the right thing, I guess. There's more promotions coming up, be it at amateur level, pro level now. I mean, PFL has just come through. There's a couple of other promotions that do professional fighting as well. So I think everything is being done well. It's just up to us to get to the world stage, you know, to compete at that level where you can be compared to the greats, you know, your McGregors, for example, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we are doing quite well in terms of growing the sport.
Sure. And okay, Peace.
Raise my hand
Yes.
like we're in school here.
Yeah.
Everything as he says, 100%.
Sure.
2019, I went to the EMF World Championships in Abu Dhabi. I was, like I said, I started 24, so I was 25, 26, maybe 27, somewhere there. So I was old in my sport.
Yeah.
So you would swear that I should have had maybe more than 20 fights by then. I had maybe like 11, 12 fights then. Yes, what I realized when I got there, people who were 18, 21, 23, 24, they had over 50 fights.
Sure.
So now the question I asked myself was, how is it possible that, okay, maybe I started late. Okay, cool. Then I asked people who were in the SA team, like, guys, you've been here 10, 15 years doing this. You've been in the SA team 3 years prior this. How is this possible? The one answer that all of them got, or I got, that was common, was the government. Their government was more involved in what they were doing than anything else. So what it meant was, government would fund people to create more promotions, so there will be more fighters. Therefore fighters will step up more. So we were in number, I think 12 that time. Last year there were like 4 SA guys. So numbers in is just a matter of us stepping up.
Sure.
That's one. 2, the government coming. We had to pay for our own trip.
Sure.
to go there. So as a 18, 19 year old, you just got into the SA team. Now you have to hustle 30, 40,000 rand to get up there. The government says, okay, when you get there, pay another 8,000 for SA colors so you can represent us. But now you guys are not funding anything to get me there. So that also was a thing. And all these countries, the governments were involved. They were sending them elsewhere. Go fight. Go make a name for us. Go make a name for yourself. It was more an athlete thing than anything else. Whereby here, it's like, dude, if you have, go. If you don't, sorry.
Yeah. And
at the time, you are the best. At the time, you're the best, but you can't go because of funds. So it's like, you know, so
basically you're saying to me there should be more government intervention in terms of the sport.
The government must just jump in, just as much as they jump in with soccer and everything else.
Yeah.
They must jump in here. Just as much as they jump in with rugby, they must jump in here. They jump in with cricket, they must jump in here. I have, back at home, there's a little girl, she's probably 14, 15 now. She's in the SA team, she's a cricket player. She's flying around the world, everything paid, all expenses. She's 14 years old.
What's missing? What's the missing link?
Yet MMA athletes, there's world-class athletes that I know that are not there or not doing what they should be doing because of they don't have funds. Because of there was nobody behind them. Yeah, we there to support, but hey, prayer and everything else works till a certain point. This is life. We have to put things into implementation and actually make it work. So that also could be one of the things, but we are so far doing the right thing. We have PFL that just came in, like as he said, so we have one of the biggest promotion from all over the world that came by and saw a future with Africa and said, let's go make PFL Africa for these boys. So for that, we're grateful, and we are definitely moving to the right direction. Oh, sure.
Asi, I'm actually interested in hearing your thought also in terms of the importance of government intervention in terms of the sport. Where should it intervene?
At grassroots level. I think that's where it's most important. If you invest in the kids or the younger or the startups, that's where then they are able to gain the experience, and maybe as they turn pro into international organizations where they'd be paying better, and then they'll be able to fund themselves going into future fights, or maybe fund their team, or sponsor their little ones in their gyms and whatnot, and provide them with that access to go to the IMFs, into other competitions as well abroad. I mean, in our gym as well, we have a kid. He's a really talented kid.
Sure.
But he's from a really poor background, and he got an opportunity to start his amateur career overseas, but there's no funds for that. You understand? And I would gladly want to help, but I'm also in a situation where I need to help myself first. I can't be helping him while I'm still struggling. As well. So I think if government could just step up in terms of the grassroots level, and like I said, maybe I know we can't assist everyone, the government can't assist everyone, but if they could implement certain processes or institutions where they can uplift the younger fighters, the younger generation, or the people that are just starting up. Assist them, not even maybe 100%, but meet them halfway at least.
Sure.
Get equipment into the gyms, stuff like that. I think we could get very far. We've taken it quite a distance without support. I think with government, yes, the sky's the limit.
Yeah. Alrighty, Peace. Like you mentioned that it is actually your first debut, right? In terms of fighting. So what will the win mean for you?
Ooh. 3 things I've learned from this sport since I started fighting. God exists, hard work pays off, and dreams do come true. And that night, after the greatest upset in the PFL history, PFL Africa's history, it'll mean the third one. Dreams do come true.
Sure.
I've been a champion every promotion I've been at, and amateur level. Now I'm a current champion at Submission Kings, Combat Jiu-Jitsu champion, and I just left my previous promotion as a #1 contender to fight for the title. Their champion is just injured, and so I couldn't wait any longer. Hence, I jumped to PFL when they stepped up and asked. So what it will mean? It will mean the world. It will mean dreams do come true. It will mean it's not that I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I just needed the guidance and direction, and the sport gave it to me. So it will mean a lot.
Sure.
And Potchefstroom, man. Like I never really like send a shout out to Poch, because I moved out and then I went to Springs. So every time I talk about Springs and stuff. So I never really went back and be like, Potchefstroom, thank you. But I think this win will be dedicated to Poch being behind me silently and not being in my cases to do. Why aren't you saying you're from Poch? Why aren't you saying you're from Poch? They just let me be me, do what I do, and supported me, and this victory will be me saying thank you, and I'm grateful to Poch.
Sure. And you, Asi, your win, what will it mean for you?
Well, this for me is an opportunity to get my family in a better space, be it my partner and my son, my siblings, my parents, the people around me, training partners, and all of that.
This guy's making my reasoning bad now.
You didn't mention them.
Sorry, but also, as you was talking about Poch, I'm a kid from Venda as well. I know when I'm back home, they're really excited to see me as well. So yeah, that I'm fighting for them as well. It's in the villages. There isn't much going on there. And if they can get somebody that can represent them and show them that this can actually be done, you can come from the villages, from the dust, and make it to the biggest promotion in the world, get wins there, eventually become champion as well.
Sure.
That's a great thing, Then they too can, they'll know that in whatever field they may go into, be it academics, be it sports or whatever, they can make it too,
Listeners, just to make things right. I do have a family. I have parents. I have a family back at home. I talk to them. They love me. I spoke with them before I got here. Yeah. That's perfect. I just don't have a family. I've started on my own yet, but hey, I do have a family.
Yeah. Talking about family, how do you balance your personal life as well as training, most especially for one person who wants to become an MMA fighter? Asi?
Well, for me, I'm really grateful to have this woman here with me, to be honest, because she takes the back seat.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. Like I said, I do 2 training sessions a day. In the morning before I go to work, do my 9 to 5, run straight to training, and by the time I get home, my son is asleep. Sometimes, I mean, we sleep in the same house, but he doesn't see me for 4 or 5 days sometimes.
Sure.
And she's handling everything. So, you know, she takes the back seat quite a lot. And yeah, she doesn't fuss about it. And sometimes I'll see that, okay, she's not happy, you know, which is normal, I mean. But just really grateful for her support. Yeah, so I just make sure that whenever I get time, it's all for her.
Sure.
So yeah, then I see my friends now and again, you know, Bri there and whatnot. They go out here and there, but weekends are basically for her after training, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And for you, Peace, how do you balance everything?
Fortunately, for me, I don't have a 9 to 5. This is what I've been doing since I started. I train 3 to 4 times a day. My rest is on Sundays. When I'm prepping for a fight, I don't have my rest days are Saturdays, because Sundays I'm also training. So there's not much that I need to balance, because I don't have anything outside. Because when I started, I went hands on and cut everything that disturbed. So I went hands on. So I don't have much outside of this. So even my friends are fighters. I don't have anything outside of not being a fighter. Maybe I have 1 or 2 guys that I know that we can talk, but who are not fighters, who are not even actually sportsmen. But 98% of everybody I know and everybody I actually interact with on a daily basis, they're actual fighters. So there's not much that I have to balance. You know, so I'm just all in here. And
and also I'm just trying to get the difference in terms of probably if you are a South African fighter compared to a European fighter. I mean, like, one thing I'm just trying to understand, is this industry stable? I mean, like, I see you mentioned that you have a 9 to 5. I mean, like, in terms of that, of course there is a difference in terms of that, but how can we meet into that level that needs to be sustainable?
It's a difficult
just make money.
You just need to make money. I mean, if you fight good, win fights, eventually I won't need the 9 to 5, you know. And obviously that's the dream, so I can train full time and just put all my efforts into fighting, you know. Like Peace is doing 3-4 times a day. I actually used to do that as well, but yeah, reality hit me, and I had to provide. You know, I have a son. I had to provide for him as well. So I can't. We don't fight that often. We fight 3-4 times a year, maybe 5 if there's injuries. Might fight once or twice. So if you have dependents, then what? You know. Then it becomes difficult. So hence the 9 to 5. I needed to get an income into the household. But yeah, I don't think it affects my training that much with the amount of hours I'm training still. And yeah, also training Monday to Sunday, no rest days. So yeah, weekends twice a day even still. So yeah, man, I think just win fights, get sponsorships, be out there on the socials. You know, attract people, the right people, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay, yeah.
And also, Peace, in terms of other fighters, I'm just trying to understand the lineup on what's actually happening within the event. Are there international fighters within this event, or it's just only local? For those that don't understand.
PFL Africa, this one specifically, it's 99% African fighters. But most of these fighters that were born in Africa then moved out. So they training maybe in UK, in Brazil, in United States. They training in Russia. They've been fighting that side overseas. So now that there's something in the PFL about also having fighters to step up. They had to go outside to go get African fighters to come fight in Africa, whereby there is guys in here who they could take, but they're not at that level. So they had to go outside to go get African fighters to come here. So they are international in that sense, but blood wise they are our brothers. They African brothers and sisters.
And sisters. Oh, there's women as well.
There is I think two
Yeah,
One
two
woman,
fights.
yeah,
Two
two
fights.
fights, woman, yeah, and very good woman, and like me and my team, we like to making this inside joke that we love when women fight, even jiu-jitsu, because
You
to
love?
them, we love and love.
Oh, love. Okay.
Because to them it's like so emotional, and they
Sure.
really want to hurt each other,
My
whereby
goodness.
as us men, it's only some men who gets emotional in there, but for the most part it's just skill and who's better.
Sure.
But then women, it's skill and who's better and emotions. And then they just for most cases you find more blood in women fights, you find more agony and more bad blood in women fights than men. But because there's more men, you think that, but women are boss, man.
Sure.
Women are boss.
You actually just touched a point where there's actually more men than women. I mean, like, what should be done for the sport to grow to attract women? If I should start with you, Asi. Is it because of it's dangerous? So
Yeah, I think that could be an aspect as well
Yeah.
as to why we don't have that many women in the sport, to
Yeah.
be honest. But I really can't put a finger on it as to why. But the one thing I can think of is that most women don't like the violence or that intensity, you know. I think
Right.
so.
It's in the DNA.
It's in the DNA.
It's in their DNA. Women don't like to go out and do hard things, and it's a hard thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hard
It
thing.
is.
It's you have to be willing to go and do out the hard things.
yeah.
Because every day, every training session needs to be hard. You need to feel how it feels like in the fight before you get there. So it needs to be very uncomfortable for you, and you have to be comfortable with it being uncomfortable for you. And I don't think women like that. So it's only a few that could jump in and make it happen. But man, also it's just them being willing to go and do the hard things.
Sure.
Because the doors are open for them.
Yeah.
It's
If
there.
they want to, they can go there. But
It's there, and it's easier to be number one as a woman because there's less women. So for me, I'll have to fight 20 guys, whereby a woman will have to fight 4, 5 women, and then you become number one in the world. And then hey, who wouldn't want their mom to be number one in the world? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to have a son that calls them, or a daughter that calls them mom, and they're number one in the world? But it's being willing to do the hard things, man. I really think it stems on that.
Yeah. And also, Asi, how's the atmosphere, most especially when coming into this event? If you could just tell us, where is it happening and where will people watch you?
So it's gonna be on SuperSport. I'm just not quite sure what channel exactly, but it's
think-
gonna be aired on SuperSport.
I think 10.
SuperSport 10.
SuperSport 10.
Yeah. And then it's gonna be at the SunBet Arena in Times Square, Mainland. That side. I actually work across the street from there.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
My work family is gonna be there in numbers. And it's quite an exciting one for me. I mean, I was raised in Pretoria, basically.
Is
I've been
it?
here
Okay.
for quite some time. And this is my hometown. So yeah, man, I'm excited to be fighting in front of family, friends, colleagues and everything. So yeah.
Alrighty. And Peace, yes, Peace, your parting shot. Just your parting shot to your fans and supporters. What you expect. Of course, you say you raised earlier that you want to win. You know.
Man. First of all, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for this chance, this opportunity to go do what I do, do what I do best, and because really, I really believe it's the only thing that I really know how to do best. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be in this position. I'm grateful for my fans, my supporters, my family. To let the cat out the bag. I'm walking out with DMX X is gonna give it to you because my fans have been on my case about it, because my fight name is X, so they were like, dude, that's a perfect song for you to work out of. But of all my 11 fights, pro fights, I've never used it as a workout song, and I'm going to work out of it with it, and I hope Pretoria will blow the roof off SunBet off, and let's show the rest of the African continent that we got warriors also here in Pretoria. We got warriors also in South Africa, and PFL is giving us that platform, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna showcase, and we're gonna put our foot down and say, this is Mzansi, this is what you get.
Sure. And I see your last message to your fans and supporters.
Yeah, guys, just show up in numbers, man. I really appreciate if you guys come through. Let's get it sold out. And, I'm also grateful. All praises go to God. My full name is Asiashu Mudzimu.
Yeah.
Which basically means it's not by our own strength, it's the Lord's. So I'm grateful to God for being here, for giving me the abilities to always showcase my skills, keeping me away from serious injuries. I mean, the sport is full of injuries. You would say, but at least I've never gotten like that really serious injury. And I've been doing this over a decade now, and I've broken my hand. I've torn a rib cartilage, but it's never really been that serious.
Bro, that's serious. You broke my hand. Yo, that's serious, bro. At least I haven't done anything. The last time I was in hospital was the last time probably I was born.
Sure, let it not be that.
So I'm also grateful. I haven't broken a finger. I've dislocated fingers, popped it back on, but that's not serious. But breaking a hand, that's serious, bro. So at least I haven't done that. So, but yeah, man, Pretoria, stand up. Let's go and do this. And PFL is in the house, and let's go showcase the world and showcase Africa what's happening here.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining us here on Africa at Play.